But perfect opponents given the quality of opposition they will face in Ukraine this month. A strong lineup for the 2004 finalists and not too far away from the 11 that could start against Germany in a week's time. Porto's Miguel Lopez, an uncapped call-up, makes his debut at right back. For Turkey, it's all about working towards the World Cup qualifiers, and they face Ukraine and Austria before a trip to the Netherlands in September, the first stop on the road to Brazil. Well, following goalless draws against Poland and Macedonia, form will have to drastically improve if Portugal are to escape a group with three former winners: Germany, Denmark and Netherlands. Milton top, it's challenged by Morales. Now Ronaldo. Skipping into space, Ronaldo, faced by Bekir. Still gets the cross in, and the header just over the top from Hugo Almeida. Given the nod up front by Paulo Bento in preference to Helder Postiga. One position where perhaps the Portuguese coach hasn't made up his mind yet. For Portugal then, Volkan Demirel, well aware of a certain number 7's abilities from this kind of range. Cristiano Ronaldo. Portuguese captain's form will be so key if they are to make it through the latest version of the group of death. It's driven in. Volkan with the save. Helped out by Bekir as well, as Turkey scramble it away. And a bright start from Portugal. Very dipping effort from Ronaldo, and Volkan did well to get down. Not swinger this time. The header across, it's off the crossbar. Well, Volkan, rooted to the spot, had absolutely no chance, but Hugo Almeida denied by the thickness of the bar. Here's Nani. Danger not over yet for Turkey. Well grabbed by Volkan. Thumping header from Hugo Almeida. Rare opportunity now then for Turkey. It's been all Portugal in this opening half an hour. Elton top stood over it. Rui Patricio organising his wall. A word or two with Morales and João Moutinho. Elton top certainly looks a favourite. It's not a bad effort off the inside of the post. Well, it's certainly as close as Turkey have come. Barely any danger at all on Patricio's goal. That was a great strike from Elton top and very nearly the lead. There's Hassan. There's Serkan. Up against Miguel Lopez. Skips away from Miguel Lopez, and it's the opening goal for Turkey. Tucked away by Umut Bulut. Serkan just had too much quality for the inexperienced Miguel Lopez. And entirely against the run of play, it is Turkey who take the lead. Now frustration for Paulo Bento, but those defensive frailties that very nearly cost Portugal in the qualifiers have come back to haunt them again. Serkan allowed a free run, and the Portuguese defence stood watching almost as Umut Bulut stepped in and prodded home the opening goal for Turkey. Portugal 0, Turkey 1, 10 minutes to half-time. Here's Pepe. It's a lovely turn, slipped through, great chance for Portugal. And Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't finish it. Well, he's had a terrific game, Volkan. Almost single-handedly kept Portugal at bay in the opening half an hour. Cristiano Ronaldo will be frustrated. And he neither scored himself or laid it across to Hugo Almeida, who would have had a simple tap-in. And that is the half-time whistle. A large majority of this crowd in the Estadio da Luz in Lisbon can't quite believe that. Taken quickly by Pepe towards Veloso. Messing around with it here, Portugal. Bruno Alves was caught in possession, and it's two. What a finish that was from Umut Bulut. Second of the game, 6.5 minutes into the second half, and it's just got doubly bad for Portugal. It's 2-0. Clinical finishing from Turkey. But again, the Portuguese defence caught napping. There was no danger here whatsoever. Poor ball to Bruno Alves, and they just simply didn't recover. And that is a thumping drive from Bulut. No chance for Patricio. And those defensive worries persist for the Portuguese. The ball from Pepe. There's Fabio Contrao. Chance for Nani. Goal back for Portugal. Turkey's 2-goal lead lasting for little over 5 minutes. Terrific finish from Nani, and Portugal back in the game. There's never been any doubt about their ability to score goals. It's keeping them out that's been the problem. No chance for the seemingly unbeatable Volkan in the Turkish goal. Right in the corner from Nani. Crazy run to the semi-finals. Some fabulous late goals before eventually succumbing to Germany. Here's Lopez. Touch from Nani. Oh, this is wonderful football from Portugal. Now is that a penalty? Rash challenge from Mehmet Topal. Mesmerising build-up play from Portugal. And the referee left with no hesitation but to point to the spot. Yellow card as well to boot for Emre, the Turkish captain. There was simply no doubt. Miguel Lopez making up for his earlier error in the build-up to the opening goal. Cristiano Ronaldo then. With the chance to make it 2-2. Scored a second Portuguese goal in the space of 6 minutes. Oh, and it's saved by Volkan. Well, he's just capped a wonderful performance now, the Turkish goalkeeper, by keeping out a Cristiano Ronaldo penalty. Throw quickly taken, whipped into the danger zone. Bekir clears for Turkey. Constant pressure kept up by Portugal. Volkan Demirel, with a string of fine saves, has kept them out. Coutinho to Ronaldo. Twisting and turning, gets the shot away. And it will have to be better than that to beat Volkan in this form. Kane is on for Turkey. Cross in. Oh, the goalkeeper's lost it. Oh, it's a calamitous goal. What a disaster in the Portuguese defence. Well, Eduardo can't believe it. Well, a combination of Ricardo Costa and Pepe have gifted Turkey the third goal. Nothing Pepe could do. And 3 avoidable goals have all been conceded here again by Portugal. Doesn't bode well for June the 9th and Germany. A side who will be even more clinical than Turkey have been this evening. Contrao. Now Pepe. Miguel Lopez. And Portugal will travel to Lviv in Ukraine for their June the 9th opener against Germany on the back of a defeat here. Turkey have beaten them by 3 goals to 1. The same old problems persist for Paulo Bento. Defensive frailties that very nearly cost them a place at the Euros themselves. Look as though they've reared their head yet again here against Turkey. Germany, Denmark and Netherlands will no doubt look forward to having a go at this really poor Portuguese defence. A match they dominated, but Turkey were simply more clinical. A fine performance by Volkan in the Turkish goal has seen Turkey beat Portugal here 3-1.
This time it'll be Cristiano Ronaldo. Well hit! Brilliantly hit off the post! Ronaldo really gave this a belt. Volkan, to his credit, now did he get his fingertips to this? If so, it was a wonderful save. He may well have done.
The defender.
And he does well because he finds this gap in the midfield and then just carries his run forward. Again, the center back for Portugal. Who would have thought? 4th appearance for Portugal.
Take another look and describe threading that needle, how hard that is to do in this traffic.
And it's so important, that ball in from Nuno Gomes, who realizes the defender hasn't stepped. And, of course, he gets a nice little deflection at the end.
Turks had an opportunity there to tie it, but in stoppage time after they didn't, the Portuguese add one final goal, and good teamwork here by the Portuguese, Julie.
Yeah, and again, Ronaldo again setting it up. Morelos, substitute. Again, you wouldn't expect it. And you're seeing other people scoring for Portugal.
6 Arif, 7 Okan, 9 Hakan Şükür, 11 Tayfun, 16 Ergün ve 20 numara Hakan Ünsal, A milli futbol takımımızın sahada yer alacağı 11. Ve şimdi de Portekiz'in kadrosu Vitor Maia. Arif top havalanıyor. Okan. Ters bir vuruş gelince Portekiz'e yeni bir atak şansı doğdu. Ceza alanımızda Nuno Gomes. Top ağlarımıza gidiyor. 44. dakika, Portekiz 1-0 öne geçti Nuno Gomes'in attığı golle. Korktuğumuz başımıza geldi. Figo ceza alanımızda. Tehlike. Nuno Gomes kendisinin ve takımının 2. golünü atıyor. 56. dakika.